Heyo, my fantasy folks. Well, the playoffs are here. And what? This guy made it. That's right. I made it to the playoffs. Barely. And I'm going to lose first round. But I'll get to that in a minute. First off, I got to give up props to Bubba and Jive Turkeys. Wow, man. 12-2. That's one of the best records I think we've ever had in this league for the regular season. Obviously, he's our number one seed, gets a bye. So, Bubba, you're on to round two. Dangerous Knights takes the other division with a 10-4 record, a very solid, respectable record indeed. And he also gets a bye. So, congratulations to you as well, Tim. Tim is a former champion, so definitely somebody you got to watch out for. Bubba, man, looking to get his first championship. That brings us to the games that are actually happening this week. So our number 3 seed, Slummy, the Buckless Troll, Steven, our reigning champion, gets in, has a rough week last week, lost to Too Good For You. That's right. He got a win. He is 12-1. So congratulations to you, Jackson, on not going winless. But Slummy, man, he's had a rough time of it lately. He's going against Memphis Mains, the number 6 seed. Drummy coming in with a 7-7 record, slips past a couple of other 7-7 teams to get into the playoffs. Which, man, Drummy, count yourself lucky because you and I both know you didn't set your lineup last week. Anyways, right now, the Memphis Mains are projected to win by 64%, but that's mostly because I don't think Slummy has adjusted his lineup. He's still got Alexander Madison in there, who's out. But, man, he's got some questions. He's got Mostert, who is questionable. Devontae Adams, I assume, is playing tonight. But, man, let's be honest. The Q next to Adams' name probably isn't as much about any injury indication as much as it would have to do with the quarterback situation. That's right. He's got rookie Aiden O'Connell throwing the ball. And if you watched any of that game from last week, not really very exciting football. So hoping for big things out of Devontae Adams. They've been feeding him the ball a lot in the first half, but then kind of backing off in the second half. I don't know why. But Slummy's still got Rashee Rice projected for 15 points. He's got Travis Kelce. He's got Laporta in his flex projected for 12. But, man, that Dallas D that's been getting him by all season, they're going against the Buffalo Bills. So they're only projected for like 4.6. But then again, that Dallas D, can get some turnovers. And Josh Allen is known to throw some turnovers. I actually won a bet last week on Josh Allen throwing a turnover. I'll probably make that bet again, that he'll throw another interception this week. So there's some points to be had there. Meanwhile, Memphis Mains, man, he's rolling in hot right now. He's got Lamar Jackson playing his best football of the season. Well, he's had some rough weeks, but he's picking it back up. He's got Kyron Williams, man, projected for 20-plus points. He's got Tyreek Hill, always going to light it up. And then, of course, he's got Stephon Diggs. So, right there, those 3 guys, man, that could be 60 points right there. So this should be a good matchup. Meanwhile, in my matchup, my Duncan Disorderlies, we came in at 5th overall. We're going against Tiggo Bitties at 4th overall. I literally lost to this guy last week. That's right, Clint. Man, you've had my number all season. You've been kicking you got your first win of the season against me. You were 0-2. You played me. You went on a winning, streak. I'm not feeling great about this, man. Tiggle Bitties has my number. Every time I play him, my guys don't show up and his guys blow me out. So, he's currently projected to lose, but I don't buy, it's tight. I think I'm projected to be 52%. I'm projected at 126. He's projected at 122. But again, his team is so good. I'm not buying into the projections. He's got Dak Prescott, who is projected for 22 points. Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind right now. He's got Breece Hall, who had a huge week. He picked up Ty Chandler off the waiver wire. Man, I bid on him because I knew he was going to go after him, but I didn't have any money. So there wasn't a whole lot I could do. He's got Jamar Chase, who seems to be doing pretty well with young Jake Browning tossing the ball. He's got old man Thielen. He's got Barkley in the flex. Man, his team is tip-top. Meanwhile, my team is so hit or miss, man. Like, I don't know what they're going to do from one week to the next. I got CeeDee Lamb, so that's good because, Dak Prescott, in order to get those points, he's got to throw the ball to somebody. Might as well throw it to eights. So CeeDee Lamb's projected, high. But then my other wide receiver, my best option is Calvin Ridley. And if you've been watching the videos, you know how frustrating Calvin Ridley has been to me this season. Meanwhile, I'm playing two tight ends. I got McBride in my tight end spot, and I got Jake Ferguson, another Dallas Cowboy. I tried this line. I played him last week because McBride was on bye. I thought maybe Prescott would feed him and Lamb, and I'd get all those points back. He fed Lamb, not so much Ferguson. He did drop a ball in the end zone. Then I got Henry as my number one running back, and I picked up James Conner, hoping for a big game out of him, though he's only projected for like 12 or 13 points. And I need a big game out of Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts got me like 7 points last week. So I'm not really despite the projections, not feeling great about my chances. Clint's probably moving on to the next round. As for the rest of you losers that didn't make it to the playoffs, thank you for playing. If you haven't paid your dues, I'll be harassing you shortly. We got, in the losers bracket, the consolation bracket, we got Georgia Peaches going against Peyton's Fivehead. That's right, the old football team Fort Lauderdale boys going against each other. They're both 7-7. Peyton's Fivehead came in 7th, just missed the playoffs. Georgia Peaches came in 8th, also just missed the playoffs. Both those guys, man, one more win and they would have snuck past Drummond. They've got the same record. Drummond got in on just pure points, man. So they're going against each other. We got the 9 and 10 seeds playing each other. Trash Panda's coming in at 9 with a 6-8 record. Again, man, that close, right? And this is a rematch from last week also. Going against my sister, who came in at 5-9. She won last week, barely. But the Texas Chainsaw coming in at the 10 rank, going against Trash Pandas. And then last but not least, we got my lovely wife Crawdad going against Too Good For You. So we got the 11 and 12 seeds. Too Good For You, man, they finally got a win. They beat the champ, man. That's a good win to get. And don't have to have that stigma of, having a 0-win season. Meanwhile, Crawdad, same record as Texas Chainsaw, 5-9. It just wasn't her year. She had a lot of injuries. Justin Jefferson and Bijan Robinson was misused horribly by the Falcons staff. She's over here just shaking her head. So anyways, those are the matchups. I want to thank y'all all for playing and being a part of this league. Man, it's always a good time. I love you all. But Clint, you sir, I'm coming for you. Let me see your wall face. Ah!